makes his birdie. Always nice, Frank, to put the peg in the ground coming off a birdie.
Well, this game's all about reward, and we just saw that back there. Now, can you be rewarded 2 holes in a row?
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. This one's going left, Rich.
Not knocking down the flag stick here, but looks as though it will find the green. That is an excellent play right there. The approach giving him another good look. Frank going for 2 in a row now. So a good birdie, and the score looks good too. 2 under for the tournament. Back here in Orlando, Florida at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Frank, we're getting set for the back 9. How do you get off to a good start?
Well, it's one of the shorter par 4s here, Rich. Dogleg right, good drive. Just a short on here.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start.
Second shot, Frank, now to the par 4-10.
Have to look, first of all, which quarter of the green that the flag is, because this 10th green really is 4 different quarters. As long as you're keeping that second shot in that little area, then 10 will certainly reward that second shot.
Early part of this back 9 and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. 18-footer.
A little bit more hope than determination in that putt.
And getting ready for the putt. Nice par to remain at 2 under. Now to the par 4 11th, just a shade under 440 yards. Where are the difficulties here, Frank?
The water down the left, but the hole keeps going that way, almost in a semi-horseshoe fashion. 2 bunkers down the right. They always catch the straight tee shot. But once again, you don't have to hit driver here. You've got to get that ball in play.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Setting up for an approach shot here. Frank, the tournament scoring record was set by Buddy Allen. That was way back in 1973. A whopping 23 under. That's like a video game score.
Yeah, they made sure that would never happen again. They lengthened the golf course. They firmed up the greens. They sped them up. They did everything to make sure that nobody, including you, ever shoots 23 under here again.
And with that birdie, moving into the top 20 on the leaderboard. So, 1 round in the books and a lot to chew on here.
There is. This is going to be a tough championship to pull away. The standard of golf, especially that first page of the leaderboard. Excellent golf.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's second-round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. We're at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida, site of one of the PGA Tour's premier stops, the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Always attracting a great field, and through the years, it has been the scene of just some championship play from one guy in particular.
Tiger Woods has won there an incredible 8 times.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, what's the magic of Arnold Palmer?
He just has that innate ability of making you feel like he's known you forever, whether you're a perfect stranger or someone he's known for many a year. It's an unusual quality. I wish more people had it.
Frank, I think he possesses the greatest qualities, charisma and skill. Let me say it this way. Frank, I don't think any golfer has ever possessed a combination of charisma and skill as potently as Arnold Palmer. I mean, there have been players who've won more major championships, but I don't think anybody's been so good at the game who's also been so good with the fans.
Well, I think Arnold Palmer was born before we used the phrase it. And really, he is it. And he has that innate ability to, whether it's a 4 or 5-year-old child or a grandmother or a grandfather, he defaults through all generations.
Frank, back in 1998, by any chance, do you remember exactly how many golf balls John Daly hit into the water at the 6th?
It was half a dozen. Half a box of golf balls.
So another good result, playing this one as it should be played, right down the middle, in the fairway. Now the second shot to the par 5. Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
How about that shot right there from that lie in the rough to knock it that close? That's good. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Well, after that birdie, has to be feeling as though they're not out of it just yet.
You're not far away from the first page of the leaderboard. A couple more birdies.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long.
It's at sneaky distance.
Goes to 6 under par for the tournament. What a display of golf. Let's move on to the 8th. And Frank, what's ahead here?
Big par 4, just over 450 yards. Ideally, you want to get it down by that bunker where it's nice and flat, because that second shot, you know what's coming up.
Excellent looking shot here. Frank, it's a nice walk to make down the fairway when you can see your golf ball right there in the middle.
Rich, there's an old saying, fairway first. And there's another example. Hit it in the fairway, and the game becomes very straightforward.
Just a beautiful tee shot. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. And with the birdie, moves into the top 10 on the leaderboard.
And moves into some very good company.
Final hole now of the front side. It's a 474-yard par 4. And Frank, you've played it before. What works best here?
Well, ideally a nice little draw off the tee. But the hole's quite weird because the tee shot shapes to the left, and yet the green goes the other way.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. The bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Safely on deck.
Frank didn't take notice of that name until right now, until that eagle.
And it started to send a whole ripple through the tournament.
2 rounds in the books, Frank, and a good spot from which to make a move.
Yeah, well positioned. Really, if you're leading, it's a different pressure. Being in the